A lot of things contribute to a team's performance. There are individuals working behind the scenes too to ensure the team's success. And in this case, the hero of our story has done just that for Ajax. Yep, you guessed it right. We're talking about Marc Overmars. Mr. Overmars is a former Dutch footballer and the former director of football for Ajax. Throughout his football career, he was renowned for his pace and his technical ability as a winger. While he has made millions of fans throughout the world, there is a number of interesting facts that even his craziest fanatic fans don't know. But hey, don't worry, you're in the right place to find out those things that you didn't know. So yeah, we're going to talk about them. Let's get started. Overmars was born in Emst, Gelderland, where he spent his childhood helping his grandfather with the potato harvest each year. His family wrapped a rope around Overmars' waist without machines or tractors, and then he hitched it to a wagon and forced him to run while they extracted the harvest. Ben, his father, remembered him as a clumsy child whose primary interest was football. This affected his academic performance. Overmars was indifferent about school but passed a handful of GCSEs. As a teenager, Overmars engaged in weight training, which aided substantially to his speed development. He also credited his quickness to his mother, who was swift but lacked the time for sports. Overmars began his career with the local team SVEP. He joined the Go Ahead Eagles in 1987 at the age of 14, and after breaking into the first team, he signed for $500,000 with Willem II. And Overmars joined Arsenal in June of 1997, and the fee of which was said to be 5 million or between 5 million euros to 7 million euros, with the player earning 18,000 euros a week over the course of a 5-year deal. Overmars welcomed the opportunity to participate in England because he preferred the faster pace of English football. He believed that with his incredible speed and agility, he would be successful there, and kinda paid off, didn't it? In one of the most remarkable matches, when Arsenal had caught up to league leaders Manchester United by the time the two clubs met at Old Trafford in March 1998, Overmars scored in the 80th minute after being a constant danger throughout the entire game. He took possession of the ball from Nicolas Anelka and raced with it before flicking it past goalie Peter Schmeichel, and Arsenal won, closing the gap to Manchester United to 6 points within 3 games remaining. Lazio and Barcelona were reportedly interested in signing Overmars following the Netherlands' Euro 2000 exit. The latter club's pursuit intensified following the election of Johan Gaspart as president. Overmars described Barcelona's interest as flattering, adding that joining such a squad would excite any player. In July 2000, Gaspart traveled to London to begin negotiations with Arsenal, and the two parties eventually agreed on a combined sum of approximately 32 million euros for Overmars and his teammate Emmanuel Petit. With his price tag of 25 million euros, Overmars was the most expensive player in Dutch football history. Interestingly, his transfer was revealed in an unorthodox fashion. He made the announcement on his personal website prior to notifying the media. His website had 250,000 hits in a single day, proving the internet's exceptional developmental potential in the field of football. Although there is insufficient information regarding his family, we do know some interesting details. In May 2013, Overmars married Chantal van Woensel, his long-term lover. And prior to the wedding, the couple had 2 children, Frankie and Nick. His children are now following in their father's footsteps and creating their own legacy by making their own name in the game of football. So, how much money does he earn, and what is his source of revenue? We want you to know this too, so let's get right into it without wasting any more of your time, except with sentences like these that are just said that I'm not wasting your time, but them in themselves are wasting your time, so why am I still wasting your time? For the memes, actually. Anyways, as of 2021, Overmars earned 620,000 euros per year with Ajax, but it's been speculated that if he joins the Magpies, his annual salary will increase to 2.5 million euros. Overmars is said to want to bring Ajax's head coach, Erik ten Hag, with him, which would assist Newcastle in resolving another issue, finding a replacement for Steve Bruce. So, according to the information available on the internet, he has amassed close to $3 million to date. Apart from football, Marc Overmars is also involved in other disciplines and has a secondary source of income. He is presently the co-owner of a restaurant in EPA Gelderland. The family enterprise Overmars Vastgoed was established in the 1990s and continues to invest in commercial and residential structures, among other things. He also co-owns Overmars Classic Cars with his father Ben and his brother Edwin, a restoration company specializing in, can you guess? Planes. Specializing in planes. Overmars became a shareholder in Go Ahead Eagles in February 2005. 2 months later, he was appointed to the club's supervisory board to oversee technical matters. However, Overmars departed the Go Ahead Eagles at the conclusion of the 2011 to 2012 season, and it appears that his decision was accelerated by the club's poor league showing. Marc Overmars doesn't appear to have an official account on main social media sites like Twitter or Instagram, based on what can be found on social media. However, it is pretty easy to confuse his fan pages with his official page, as there are a lot of fan pages out there with people who have made accounts in order to get followers using his name, his face, and all that. Overmars has served as Director of Football Affairs for Ajax for nearly a decade, and his contract was recently extended through the 2025 to 2026 season. However, Marc Overmars has recently resigned due to following allegations that he sent a series of improper communications to a lot of female colleagues. And Ajax confirmed that Overmars decided to resign following the discussions with the club's board of directors and chief executive Edwin van der Sar in recent days. All in all, to learn that this man had resigned as a result of some racy texts sent to female coworkers and employees, we kind of understand it. It came as a shock to everybody, and it sucks. Like, why, man? Why are all of, the good, cool people out there secretly assholes? Man, the world is full of disappointing realities, isn't it? Well, on that real note, these have been 10 things that you didn't know about Marc Overmars. So, do you think his resignation as the director of football for Ajax was the right decision? I mean, because if you don't, I guess it really depends on what he was sending. What if it was like, hey, could you bring in salami to the office tomorrow? And then boom, that's an improper text. I don't know what happened. I'm just here reporting it. Woo! Anyways, do you think he should be given another chance? Let us know in the comment section below. And that being said, I got nothing else for you, so later.